Here's your male cat desperately trying to tell you 8 critical things when he bites, and understanding these messages could transform your relationship while potentially saving your life. Male cats bite for completely different reasons than females, and the consequences are far more serious than most pet owners ever realize. When your male cat sinks his teeth into your hand, he's not acting out of spite or random aggression. He's speaking a language that millions of cat owners completely misunderstand, which leads to damaged relationships and dangerous medical situations. 1 in 3 people bitten by a cat on the hand end up in the hospital, with 2/3 of those requiring surgery. We're not talking about simple scratches here. These are medical emergencies waiting to happen. The first and most misunderstood reason your male cat bites actually signals pure affection. Love bites are gentle, controlled gestures where your cat places his mouth on your skin without breaking it. This behavior traces back to kittenhood, when mother cats would lick and nibble their babies during grooming sessions. When your male cat gives you these gentle nibbles, he's essentially saying you're family. He's trying to groom you the same way cats groom each other in colonies, acknowledging you as part of his inner circle. Certified cat behavior consultant Ingrid Johnson explains that cats lick and bite when they groom each other, so they naturally do this to us too. Your male cat isn't trying to hurt you. He's trying to take care of you. The problem is that humans often misinterpret this loving gesture as aggression, creating confusion in the relationship. The second message carries far more urgency: overstimulation. This is where things get dangerous because male cats are significantly more prone to petting-induced aggression than females. Imagine someone rubbing the same spot on your back over and over until it becomes irritating and painful. That's exactly what happens to your cat's sensitive hair follicles during extended petting sessions. Your male cat starts enjoying the attention, but as you continue stroking, the repetitive contact creates arousal, excitement, and even static electricity in his fur. The nerve endings become overwhelmed, and what felt good suddenly becomes unbearable. When he bites and runs away, he's screaming, "That's enough. Stop." The tragedy is that most owners chase after their cat or punish them, completely missing the message. The warning signs are crystal clear if you know what to look for. Watch for dilated pupils, ears turned back, a twitching or lashing tail, and tense muscles. These are your cat's polite way of saying the interaction needs to end immediately. Miss these signals, and the bite becomes his last resort. The third message taps into your male cat's deepest instincts: play aggression. Male cats retain their hunting behaviors well into adulthood, and when your cat stalks, pounces, and bites during play, he's practicing skills that kept his ancestors alive. This behavior includes all the classic predatory movements: chasing, attacking, ambushing, leaping, batting, and yes, biting. Here's where many cat owners make a crucial mistake. Cats who were orphaned or weaned too early never learned to inhibit their bite strength through play with littermates. They never developed that crucial skill of knowing how hard is too hard. So, when your male cat bites during play, he might genuinely not realize he's hurting you. The fourth message becomes particularly intense in intact male cats: territorial behavior. Unneutered males are biologically programmed to defend their territory and establish dominance. This territorial drive is so powerful that intact males are known to be more aggressive toward both pets and people. They're essentially saying, "This is my space, and you need to respect my boundaries." Neutering reduces this territorial aggression dramatically. Studies show that castration reduces roaming in approximately 90% of cases and eliminates spraying in 85% of male cats. But here's what's fascinating. Even neutered males can continue showing territorial behaviors for months or even indefinitely after the surgery. The hormonal programming runs deep. The fifth message is perhaps the most heartbreaking: pain. When your male cat bites unexpectedly, especially if this is new behavior, he's crying out in agony. Cats are masters at hiding pain, a survival instinct that served them well in the wild but works against them as pets. Dental disease, arthritis, gastrointestinal issues, or injuries can make any touch feel like torture. Dr. Kate Kukanich from Kansas State University emphasizes that cats with conditions like osteoarthritis may bite when their painful joints are touched or manipulated. The bite isn't aggression, it's a desperate attempt to prevent further pain. If your male cat's biting behavior changes suddenly or becomes more frequent, a veterinary examination is absolutely critical. The sixth message involves fear and stress. While cats typically prefer to run and hide when scared, a cornered or trapped male cat will bite as his final defense mechanism. When escape isn't possible, biting becomes his only option for survival. This fear-based biting is your cat saying, "I'm terrified, and I can't get away from whatever is scaring me." The seventh message is redirected aggression, and it's one of the most confusing for owners. Your male cat sees something that agitates him, maybe birds outside the window, another cat in the yard, or a sudden loud noise. But he can't reach the source of his frustration, so he redirects that aggressive energy onto the nearest target, you. The bite isn't really about you at all. You just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. The eighth and final message is a demand for attention, though it's the least common reason for biting. Some male cats learn that biting gets results. One cat behaviorist shared a story about a cat who would bite his owner's face every weekend morning to demand breakfast at the usual time. The cat had learned that biting got him fed, so he continued the behavior. Understanding these messages is only half the battle. The real danger lies in how cat bites affect human health. Cat teeth are like tiny needles that inject bacteria deep into tissue. Their sharp canine teeth create small but deep punctures that seal over quickly, trapping bacteria underneath the skin where it can multiply rapidly. This is why cat bites are far more dangerous than dog bites, despite being smaller. The bacteria from your male cat's mouth can cause infections that set in within 3 to 12 hours. Watch for rapid swelling, redness, and heat around the bite area. Even minor nips can become medical, emergencies requiring immediate attention. In rare cases, these infections can lead to sepsis and even death. When your male cat bites, your response determines everything. Never punish or yell at him. This only creates fear and makes the behavior worse. Instead, quietly walk away and give him space to decompress. Remember, he wasn't trying to hurt you. He was trying to communicate something important, and punishment will only damage your relationship. Prevention is your best strategy. Keep petting sessions short, avoid sensitive areas like the belly, and let your cat initiate contact when possible. Learn to read his body language like a second language. Those dilated pupils, flattened ears, and twitching tail are his polite warnings before he feels forced to bite. Most importantly, maintain a clear boundary between hands and play. Your hands should only be associated with gentle petting and feeding. Use toys for all rough play and hunting games. As cat behaviorists say, hands equal petting and feeding, toys equal biting and kicking. Your male cat's bite is never random violence. It's always communication. Whether he's showing love, requesting space, expressing pain, or defending territory, he's trusting you to understand his language. The question isn't whether your cat is trying to tell you something when he bites. The question is whether you're listening carefully enough to hear what he's desperately trying to say. If this helped you understand your cat better, drop a comment and let us know. What behavior does your cat do that you've always wondered about? Subscribe if you want more videos breaking down what's really going on in your cat's head, and we'll see you in the next one.